What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another sick and lit edition of Wrestle Shade, the Natural Selection. I'm back in the building tonight just to continue our discussion and our talks about R-Truth and get into some other WWE news, scandal, shade, and shenanigans. Okay. Get your blunts, get your drinks, okay, period. Get your snacks, okay. We're about to dig into some rumors, okay, and some speculation about some things that have been floating around ever since R-Truth has been released, okay? Definitely give this video a like, share, and subscribe to the shade, to the madness. Hit that bell notification. You already know the drill. Okay, first up on the docket. I know you guys have already heard about Charlotte Flair allegedly snapping on Triple H, calling Triple H a ball fraud, bitch. Okay, period. It is said that Charlotte Flair lost her mind and sent a angry message towards Triple H after he released R-Truth and Carlito. Now, the confusion here is too that a lot of people are saying, okay, some stories are saying that R-Truth got released, and some stories are saying that his contract was not renewed. And so for me, at the end of the day, both of those scenarios are giving either way he's not an employee no more. Okay, period. I mean, the semantics, I mean, we can go there, but either way. So it's alleged that Charlotte sent Triple H a nasty little tweet, and she also posted a thank you to Ron Killings, R-Truth, and she posted some pictures just of some happy moments and some moments that they shared together, whether if it was backstage, you know, behind the scenes, and or in front of the camera and in the ring. And so I thought this was great. Charlotte clearly is standing with R-Truth. R-Truth is definitely a day one. And it's kind of sad how we're seeing this transition of, like, wrestlers that we love and know and kind of, like, you know, grew up with and seeing their career. We're kind of seeing all of those wrestlers kind of phase out and transition out. And at the same time, yes, I'm happy that we're getting new wrestlers from NXT and other, you know, factions and stuff like that, other federations. But damn, it's just like, pretty soon, honey, girl, everybody from the Attitude Era is going to be gone. Hello? Are we getting into this? Anyway, so that's the tea with Charlotte. Shouts out to our Queen Mother Robe, Charlotte, standing up for R-Truth. Okay, period. It's also alleged to you guys that Karrion Kross, Pookie, his contracts are expiring soon, and it's alleged that Triple H is not going to be renewing contracts for Karrion Kross. Okay, period. And Karrion Kross, he's really been trying these past couple of months, okay? And to, you know, we had the release of AOP. They came back for 30 days. Lord have mercy, Karrion Kross is fighting for his life. Okay, period. Next up, y'all know, when it came to the WWE wrestlers standing in solidarity with R-Truth, the wrestlers were trying to wear R-Truth memorabilia, merch, t-shirts, sweatbands, and things of that nature. And baby, WWE heads of staff, bitch, and their many teams and their many branches of damage control, they told the wrestlers that they could not wear R-Truth merch out to the ring during interviews. And it's just like, okay, to not re-sign R-Truth's contract and let him go is one thing. But to not let the other wrestlers pay homage to him in a, you know, silent but visual way, you know, expressing that emotion in a visual, artistic way. Yes, it may have just been wearing a t-shirt, but it still said a lot. Okay, period. So for WWE to say, oh no, we don't want y'all wearing no R-Truth merch or no memorabilia or nothing like that, it might cause a lot of controversy. Honey, the controversy has already been started since his contract was not re-signed. Okay, period. Can we agree? So it's like, for y'all to say that the merch cannot be worn and people cannot, you know, showcase their love for him in that way, that goes crazy to me. I really question WWE about that. Like, why did you guys make that call? Why could Rhea Ripley and so many others not wear their R-Truth t-shirts, honey? What's the shade? What's the shade with that? Oh my God, y'all, hit me up in the comment section below. Now, I know from a business standpoint, blah, 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 there could have been some reasoning for all of that. But at the end of the day, come on. TKO, why is the stick so far up your asses, bitch? Okay, calm down. Relax your scalps. Okay, damn. Honey, relax those butt cheeks. Okay, period. They're just paying homage to one of the legends in the game. Okay, period. Anyway, moving right along, we got to get into the aspect of Sami Zayn now having a pair of glasses like Jey Uso. Yes, I'm bringing it at because, for months, y'all know, me and Sami Zayn, I feel like we have a love-hate relationship. I like Sami Zayn. I fuck with him. But do I feel like he be benefiting off of other people's storylines and he be interjecting himself in other people's storylines? Yes, I do! Now you got him dancing in the ring. Girl, about to soon, very soon, mark my words, pin this comment. Okay, pin this statement. Very soon, Sami Zayn is about to have his own Yeet theme and everything, bitch. I'm guaranteeing it. It's going to be a Temu version of Jey Uso. Mark my words. They don't have nothing else for Sami. Okay, period. They don't have nothing else for Sami. And especially if they get rid of Karrion Kross. What is Sami gonna... Anyway. Sami Zayn, Yeet glasses, dancing in the ring, trying to do the butterfly. Okay, anyway. Moving along to WrestleMania Roast. Do y'all remember that? In April, WWE was advertising and promoting the Roast of WrestleMania featuring Tony Hinchcliffe. Okay, period. Sunday, April 20th at 10 o'clock. Now, a lot of people were kind of like offended at the fact that they did not air this or they did not put this on a special app and or network so that the fans could see. Because we would have absolutely loved to see wrestlers get roasted by other wrestlers. Okay, period. Like, why they didn't put this out, like, at first, I didn't really understand it. But now, as I dig into this story, I understand why they did not have this be live and on Netflix. Anyway, Tony Hinchcliffe, okay, period. He's known to be quite spicy and quite racy and, quite the envelope pusher himself. And it's been reported that some of the jokes that he made were kind of distasteful and off-putting. Some of them were funny, but at the end of the day, a lot of people were saying, why would WWE, not broadcast this, and why would other people be offended that wrestlers were in a private setting roasting each other amongst each other and not having any hard feelings? It kind of mirrors and or segues into this whole thing about how society is so soft now and how no one can take a joke, and this and this and that and that. And a lot of things also too dabbled into politics and being politically correct. And so I have a little bit of the monologue. Okay, period. I have a little bit of what was said at this roast. Okay, now they really don't give out specifics of what wrestlers said what, although it is rumored that Nia Jax had the best jokes. She had the best drags. She had the best digs, and she was lighting Charlotte and Cody Rhodes up. bitch. Oh my God. They really need to air this. Okay, period. It's also to be reported that WWE's, damage control teams are trying to like redact and trying to scrub and erase all of the clips and the sound bites off of line, trying to get rid of that footprint online so that no one can have, any claims to that event. And so from what I'm understanding, they did this, but like it's something that they didn't want to get out to the public because of some of the things that were said. And so we're going to go ahead and get into it. Okay, so I have 2 articles here, and some of this information is going to be coming from slamwrestling.net, and some of this information is also going to be coming from a few different threads on Reddit. Okay, so I'm going to try to read this without laughing too much. I mean, some of this stuff is out of pocket, but I do have a sense of humor, so Anyway, Tony is introduced to the crowd by this guy named Matt Edgar. He starts off, after receiving a warm welcome, crowd is clapping for him and everything. He says, it's Hitler's birthday, so it's a celebration for Gunther. He commented on one of WrestleMania's nicknames. This is a showcase of the immortals because wrestlers never die in their 30s, which brought out a lot of boos. My thing was, when he said this, was this a dig to wrestlers who passed away at an early age? Because we definitely just had Bray Wyatt pass away, and that's still kind of rough for people. Like, that's still a big thing for people, and for him to say something like that, it's just like, ouch. But anyway, moving right along, it says Hinchcliffe joked about WWE sponsors Prime and Drumstick ice cream. That stuff has more preservatives in it than Charlotte Flair's face. The WWE said I could request anyone that I wanted. He then proceeded to say he wanted Shinsuke Nakamura, but they put a tariff on his booking. Bitch, I wanted Jinder Mahal, but he was going through a midlife ISIS. See, this, do you get it? He said, I wanted Jinder Mahal here, but he was going through a midlife ISIS. This bitch, this is racist, ain't it? Y'all, what is this? Anyway, he then started talking about Lex Luger. Holy hell. Then he commented on Nakamura again, saying that Jey Uso is an underdog, which is what Shinsuke ate for dinner tonight. Oh my God, bitch, I'm done. I'm absolutely done. And he says that Io Sky was running around out here looking like Buzz Lightyear. Okay. He also joked about Gunther looking like Hitler and putting himself in the oven. I cannot. Paul Heyman made jokes about Maurice's private parts. Paul Heyman also mentioned that Shayna Baszler had a penis. Jacob Fatu became the U.S. champion, which is crazy because if the president of the United States saw Jacob, he would deport him to El Salvador. Oh my God. Naomi and Jade Cargill had their match. When it came to their rivalry, like hair weave only just begun. And they will face off again at In Your Waffle House. Okay. Jey Uso is still out celebrating and hitting the bar. And history shows he'll have a nice drive home tonight. Oh my God. Charlotte appeared to be the main source of attack, as there were several jokes made regarding her divorce and plastic surgery. There was jokes about the Allegiant Stadium being so big and black that Hulk Hogan wouldn't let his daughter anywhere near it. Nia Jax is into BDSM, and her safety words are downset hut. I said Nia Jax's name 3 times and my crock pot turned on. Bitch, I'm done. Bitch, I'm done with these. I'm done. Okay, some of the stuff was a little funny. I cracked a smile. I laughed. Was I all over the floor, rolling over the floor? No. Because I don't understand why people gotta kind of be like, I I don't know. A lot of people say that we soft now in this era, but some of this stuff was kind of racy. Like some of this stuff touched on like some really like hard topics. Like I know personally, bitch. Like I'm just not gonna want anybody just saying any old thing about slavery. I mean, if it's gonna be a joke, I mean, it at least could be a little. It could be tasteful a little bit. So I mean, the fact that these guys were wrestlers, joking and playing the dozens and all of that stuff amongst each other and roasting each other in a private setting, that's all good and fine. But after reading some of these jokes that were told there, I could see why they did not release this publicly. But then again, I do feel like they could have maybe put it on Netflix or put it on maybe like some type of network where it's like more adult advised, because they have had roast back in the day. I remember when they used to roast like Snoop Dogg and other celebrities on like, what is it, Comedy Central or like the Comedy Channel or something like that. They used to have like the celebrity roast. So, I mean, I would like to see it. No shade, no tea. I think WWE should maybe revisit this, but have it maybe be a little more structured to be family friendly maybe. I don't know. But definitely hit me up in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the shade. Subscribe to the madness. Okay, period. Hit that bell notification.